Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna talk a bit about self-inquiry, a practice for finding true inner peace and understanding. It was made known by Ramana Maharshi, the Indian sage that died 1950. Imagine you have a bull. This bull represents your mind, always seeking something outside itself to feel satisfied. You keep the bull in a stable, which symbolizes your heart, the source of your true being. Now, if you leave the stable door open, what happens? The bull, driven by its desires, wanders out, searching for pleasure in external things. It might find some enjoyment, but more often than not, it gets into trouble. Like a bull grazing in someone else's field, your mind gets entangled in external objects and experiences suffering. Many traditional methods try to control the mind, like tying up the bull. They use techniques like meditation or breath control to restrain the mind's wanderings. But this forceful approach doesn't address the root cause, the mind's desire to seek happiness externally. The bull just becomes restless and angry, waiting for a chance to break free. Ramana Maharshi offered a beautiful alternative, self-inquiry. Here's the analogy. Instead of trying to restrain the bull, you hold a bunch of fresh grass under its nose. The bull, attracted by the delicious food, follows you back to the stable. This grass represents the peace and joy that resides within your heart. Once inside the stable, you let the bull eat its fill of the abundant grass that's always there. The stable door remains open, symbolizing your freedom to explore the world. The bull can still go out, but every time it gets into trouble, you gently guide it back with the same technique. There's no punishment or forceful control. Gradually, the bull starts to understand that the real satisfaction comes from within the stable. It realized why venturing out always leads to suffering. Just like this, with self-inquiry, you bring your wandering mind back to the heart, where it can experience true peace and bliss. Bhagavan said that the way of restraint was the way of the yogi. Yogis try to achieve restraint by forcing the mind to be still. Self-inquiry gives the mind the option of wandering wherever it wants to, and it achieves its success by gently persuading the mind that it will always be happier staying at home. But this, in the end, is not true awakening. It is just a form of understanding. The I that thinks it's better off at home needs to dissolve for true awakening to happen. So, to continue with the analogy, for complete liberation, the bull needs to die. This signifies the complete dissolution of the mind. As long as the mind with its desires and tendencies, vasanas, exists, even in a dormant state, it has the potential to wander outwards. Only when the mind offers itself completely to the self and the self consumes it, can true awakening happen. This surrender requires grace from the self, not just effort from the mind. So, to summary, ultimately, it is the grace or power of the self that eliminates the final vestiges of the desire-free mind. The mind cannot eliminate itself, but it can offer itself up as a sacrifice to the self. Through effort, through inquiry, one can take the mind back to the self and keep it there, in a desire-free state. However, mind can't do anything more than that. In that final moment, it is the power of the self within that pulls the last remains of the mind back into itself and eliminates it completely. Self-inquiry is a powerful tool for inner exploration. It allows your mind to find its natural resting place within the heart, leading to a state of deep peace and understanding. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on self-inquiry. Thank you for listening.